Alrighty folks, I'm back with we're going to put some detail parts on this car now. Or actually we're going to put it on this shell here. But I'm going to show you what we're going to do that I already did on this shell here. There you go, right there. I hope this looks at what we put the crossover walks on the end of these. So let's just using my phone here, so. But anyway, I guess you guys get the idea. Now here's the shell. As you can see, there's a cast on one on this one here. See it down there on the bottom. That side and then this side here. And we obviously have to cut that off. And the way I start with that is I get a pair of these spur cutters. Alrighty, and I'm just going to come along the bottom here. I'm going to cut this off a little bit at a time here with this. Take it right off like that. Oops, didn't get it there. Take these off here. Remove that quickly like that. Alright, so now I come back with this guy right here, my X-Acto with my chisel blade. And I'm going to chisel this off as best I can right here. You can see that. Hopefully you can see it here. Get up here with it. Alright. But make sure you use a new one. This blade is brand new, so it's really sharp. And it takes it right off real good. Oop, I went too far on that one. So I'm gonna have to come back and fix that up there. I'm trying to do this in front of the camera too so you can see it, and I'm sort of messing it up here. Anyway. Alrighty, so I have cleaned that off there. And as you can see, I put, where I'm going to put the holes is right where there's little cast on rivet details where the holes should be drilled for the detail parts. And what I do is I take a pin. This is like a sewing needle from my wife's sewing kit. Don't tell her I have it. And I find the spot where I want to drill the hole. I take this guy here. I find the spot I want right there, and then I do this, and then it gives me a little dimple to start to drill, just like that. Now I already did these on my workbench under a microscope because I can't see too good, but I'm just showing you how it's done here. And this is really helpful to get if you're putting grab irons on an engine or anything. It helps you put the hole where you want to start it, because if you start with just a drill, a lot of times the drill will walk on you a little bit and it won't really be where you want it. So this helps that out a lot. This is just a pin vise, a little drill bit I have with a sewing needle in it, and it works well. Now I got the holes in to put in a set of these. And these actually come with a template on here, which I used for that because I've already done one of these cars and I have these parts out. But anyway, so I knew that those holes had to be put right in the same spot that where there was where the old ones were, where the cast-on ones were. in other words, on the car. Anyway, let's get this guy out. These guys are, I got these at a train show. I got these at Springfield at the Amherst train show. I don't even know if Plano is still making detail parts, but this is the one you want for this particular car. And this actually fits on a few other ones, I'm not sure, but I know it's right for this car. And here are the actual parts. They're etched brass or etched metal or something. These parts are like really cool. And it's when you cut them off, they're pretty indestructible. You can bend them a few times and they're not going to break. So they're small, but they're not that delicate. You can handle them, which is I found out when I used them for the first time, which was probably a couple weeks ago. So and you get your instruction sheet with it too. Is here, instruction sheet, and as you can see on that, they're showing you there where that template is on the piece. Hope you can read that. I'm going to start off here with a number 80 drill bit, and pull this out. Actually, you actually caught me here. I've already drilled these out off camera. I will drill this one right here. Well, there's no light over here for me to see. Anyway, I drill these out. This is, where am I here? I start out with a number 80 bit, then I drill them out, and then I use a number 75 to drill the holes. Now, with these pieces, I use this to cut them off the spur. And you got to be real careful with this. Because you actually got two things here. You have the actual walkway, and then you have the piece that the walkway sits on top. That's the one that has the pins that go into the holes. Is that. Alright, once I get the actual piece cut off here, this little guy right here, I tell you, this phone does not want to fucking cooperate with me. It does not want to focus. There's the piece there. And then I take the 3 pins that are going to go in the holes. I leave those straight, and then I bend the other ones back as like angle iron pieces to hold the thing in place. 3 holes are coming through. I'm going to glue those, hit those with some crazy glue. Meanwhile, I'll show you where that's sitting on there. Basically, that's how we go in with it there. Right there. Now the other side, you can see where the 3 holes are. The 3rd hole isn't drilled because I had to add a piece of plastic there because I dug in too far with my really sharp X-Acto knife, so I had to repair that. Okay, but the holes line up. I don't know if you can see the rivet and up above the holes. And while I'm doing it here, let me grab the one I finished over here so you can get an idea of what it looks like when it's finished. There we go. And there's the chain I glued on. I scraped off the chain, I just glued it on. That's the original brake wheel on there, so I just put some A-line chain on there. Okay. And next I'm going to show you what I got to replace those Athearn coupler pockets, if you want to. I mean, they look okay the way they are. A lot of people would be happy with just leaving them, and normally I would be, but I found something that probably it's going to look good. It's a Details West part, so we'll get to that later. Alrighty, anyway. So there I have that in place. And there it is with the walkway on it. That's, you just cut that out, cut the tabs off it, and put it right on top of that and hit it with some crazy glue, and she stays right in place. There it is. Right there. Right there. And now I'm going to put a piece of chain. I got to scrape off the rest of the chain there, the cast on, and I'm going to put a piece of chain, just glue it right on there from the wheel into the hole there, where it goes through to the brakes. There you have it. Now here's what I found for the coupler pockets. It's this piece right here. And we'll show you how that looks. I grab a card, one of the cars I'm working on here, and I actually have this right in here like that. And there it basically is right there. I still got to paint it, obviously. Right? There it is. And that definitely looks a lot better than those What I basically did is, here's the older car here. Let me try to hold this while I do this. I'm sorry. And I took the old saw blade here and I sliced it right there. I don't know if you can, let me get over here. I sliced it right off there. Obviously it wasn't on the car. The car was apart. All right, and then I just drilled a hole with a KD tap and die 556 tap and die screw. You have to also put threads on the actual Details West part too. I just screwed it right into place. I had to shave a little off of the weight too inside the car. And there it is. And that's basically how I did it. What do they got here? They basically have here's the instruction sheet here. It's two parts. That's the different one. Mine's the 1023. It's basically two parts. And when you screw it down, it actually, it'll lock the KD coupler in two. Number 5s fit in there perfect. And that really makes the car look a lot more realistic, and it really isn't that hard. And now I can put the hoses on the side. Nice little part here. Again, the part is Details West. Uh-oh. What did I do with it? There it is right here. This is the part you want here for these cars. This is coupler pocket cushion type. I don't know what the 20 means for 50-foot and 60-foot cars. And they were $275 for the part. Anyway. Okay. So here it is with the undercarriage on it with the coupler pockets. Okay, it looks good, right? Hoping it looks good. I still have to put the chain in there. Come around here. Like this. I'm trying to do this with my hand here. Look at the underneath. Got metal wheels on there. Okay, so I got a few more. I got a few more pieces to put on these cars here. Just a few more. There's those grates. Hope you can see that okay. Flip it around the other side here. I still got to put the, still have to put air hoses on. I'm going to leave the ladders on there. They're cast on, but they don't look, they don't stick out that far, so they don't look that unrealistic. They actually look pretty good. For cast on detail. That's my metal wheels, my trucks. And in the next video, we're going to start painting these cars at the spray booth. So that'll be part, I believe that'll be part 4, right? Anyway, I'm sorry about the lighting. The lighting stinks. My light blew out here on my light up here, so I'm using a makeshift clamp on thing here, but there it is. I'm going to take some photos.